Hello and welcome to ETRetail's The Fashion XP 2025. Today, we are joined by Mr. Zubair Patel, Chief Business Officer at Absolute Brands and Retail. Hi Zubair, welcome to ETRetail.
Thank you, Anurag. Thanks for having me here.
Great. So, would like to understand about the overall ambience. How are you feeling at the event? How do you see the overall ambience at the event?
Fabulous event. I think ET Retail has done a phenomenal job of putting together some of the best minds in the industry. And over the last 2 days, I think we've got to hear lots of interesting ideas, lots of new concepts, lots of good work that people are doing. And there's so much of learning for all of us. So I think phenomenal job. And looking forward to the next one already.
Sure. So, next, would like to understand about the consumer perspective. How do you see the overall fashion industry growing currently, and how do you see brands evolving with the evolving consumers?
Sure. So I think India is going through a very exciting time right now, and specifically retail. Tier 2, Tier 3 propelling growth, younger consumers, changing the way people have consumed fashion, very, very value driven, aspirational as well. So both ends of the segment, that is value as well as premiumization, are seeing a tremendous amount of growth. Along with that, I think people are very conscious. Consumers are conscious about sustainability. They are conscious about the brands that they associate themselves with. And I think that is a great way forward for lots of brands to start thinking about these things, right? I mean, these were things which otherwise would not have been in the radar. For example, for us as a plus size brand, I mean, one of the brands that we have under Absolute Brands is called Big Hello. It's a brand which caters to 25% of India's population, which is today serviced by only 5% of the organized apparel retail. So you can just imagine the market that's available. And for plus size individuals, shopping is an experience which is very difficult. You know, we've spoken to about close to 300-400 customers. They don't get their product at one store or at one place. So they have to go to multiple places. They buy their top wear from one brand, a bottom wear from another brand, sizes, quality, consistency, many, many issues. So we are trying to solve all of these. Another very interesting aspect is Omnichannel. I think consumers are, as we were discussing a little while ago, seamless between offline and online today. I think there is no offline and online. I think people shop online for products that they have discovered offline and vice versa. So brands which are accessible, brands which are reachable, brands which build a relationship through storytelling, I think are the ones which will last for a long, long time.
Sure. So, which channels do you see helping the retail brands, the new age D2C brands to grow further? Because a lot of D2C brands have started through their own website, and some have started from their own offline channels. But how do you see currently which channels will help the new age brands and the legacy brands both to grow?
Sure. So, Anurag, I think retail was, is, and always will be a human experience driven by technology. So, and for example, ET Retail today has put together so many good new age technologies that are available, where you use big data to understand your consumers, to understand how to service your consumers. So I think offline and online are seamless, are two sides of the same coin. And I think brands which are accessible, I think that's the largest part, with a human touch, with empathy to their consumers, are the ones which will survive and thrive and grow. So retail, I think, whether it's offline or online, at the end of the day, as I said, it's all about being human. It's all about being real, being genuine, and staying connected with your customer.
Sure. So, what's next from Absolute Brands for the consumers currently?
So we've identified white spaces in the market. So, you know, there are the red oceans and the blue oceans. So we've identified some spaces. So of course, plus size was a very underserved and underserviced market. Likewise, there are a few more. Hopefully next time when we are speaking together, I'll be able to share with you our next brand. Uh, there is a latent demand for sustainability. There is a latent demand for consciousness. Brands which take care of these in their supply chain, in their value chain, are the ones which will grow. And those are the spaces that we are looking at. Apart from, of course, looking at these underserved segments. So we'll always be in white spaces. We are never going to be in the crowded red oceans. We'll always be in blue oceans. And you'll hear a lot more from us in a few years.
Great. Thank you so much for your insight. Thank you for connecting.
Thank you, Anurag. Thanks for having me.